Guys, I know it's been a minute, but welcome back to another Mod Review Monday. Today we're going to be looking at the Dodge Ram by EMT Mods. Uh, when I tried to record it before, it was version 1. I guess it updated while I was gone, so now we're going to be looking at version 2.0. As you can see, it comes with two mods. It comes with a trailer, which I haven't even checked out yet, as well as the truck itself. And you'll also get a template for the truck, all for $30. Obviously, I got the video situation figured out, which is nice. And let's see what they added. Let's see what this got. All right, so first, I guess we'll check out the simpler side of things. We have two trailers that you could use with this truck. The first one has a couple different variations. So you got this camper. We have no different chain types, no different body types. We do have different chassis. So we got this camper, uh, more of an Airstream style. We have a road sign, and we also have this single axle little flatbed. Now, obviously, for 3 out of 4 of those are definitely more of role play items. Can't get a load with the RV or whatever. So later we'll check the cargo market with this trailer and the other one to see if we could actually get loads and haul with this thing. Paint job, no options. Accessories, this is the only one that really has different options, so you could actually change the load. We got some motorcycles, a UTV, a forklift, which I would bet that's probably a little too heavy for that trailer. We got a skid steer, no tie downs, nothing like that, and a Mini X, which I'd be worried about that hitting the tailgate. You could also change some flags up here, which I don't know if any would work. Doesn't look like it. On both sides, there is a wheel option, but I mean, you can't change it, and nothing on the back. So I'm gonna leave it empty. We'll see if we could actually take loads with this or not, um, and we'll take a look at the other trailer. All right, so our second trailer here has no chain types, no body types. You can put a cover on it, which this is definitely a European style trailer. You can tell by the tail lights and just, I don't know, kind of how it's laid out. Uh, it says there's colors, but nothing changes unless, haha. Yeah, you can change the tarp color. That is it. And I doubt the metallic's any good. Yeah, no flake, just, you know, color changing or whatever. And then for accessories, same thing, flag up front, wheels you can't change. And there's a bunch of different loads. We got a crashed Audi A6, crashed F350, Volkswagen Passat, XC70, Camaro Charger. Oh, snap. The paint changes the color of the load, too. Well, did you look at that? So, that's good to know. What else do we got? Got a Hummer, Hyundai, Santa Fe, Jeep Renegade, a Lancer, Mustang, WRX, and a Toyota Corolla. Which, as you could probably tell, it's definitely not the sharpest model out. None of them really are. But we'll go ahead and buy this trailer too and see if we could get loads with it. So here in the truck purchase menu, you will not see a new category. This will be under international. And here you got 4 different options. Now, you'll notice that the tires, some have dualies in the front and like some of the rims are messed up. Don't worry about it. It's not like that when you actually start making it. And as you can see, 4 different prices. Everything can be changed in the customization menu though, so it's not too important what you pick out here. So we have 4 options now. Before it was just 2. You have the normal cab and you have an extended cab. But now we also have a flatbed back for both options, which we'll run down the regular cab and all, or the regular bed, and then we'll come back and see what the flatbed has to offer. For chassis, we have kind of 3 main changes. You have the rear wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. You have the single wheel and double wheel rear axle, and then you also have what attacher you want. So uh, right now we have the rear wheel drive trailer hitch. If we go to the 4-wheel drive, as you can see over here, heavy cargo goes up, but you still have a solid front axle, so there's no visual changes. It's just whether or not this front axle engages. We then have it with a 5th wheel hookup in the back. We have that in rear wheel drive, and then we have a single wheel, which it'll still keep the duals on, but you'll notice it tucks them in. It's a much more narrow axle. And then same thing with the tow hitch. Onto motors, we got a 3.9 liter V6, a slant 6, 5.2 liter V8, 5.9 liter V8, and probably what everyone's going to run, the 6BT Cummins 12 valve. And you'll notice that the badge doesn't change even if you run a gas or motor, so you know, probably more for the Cummins. Transmissions, we got a 4-speed manual and then 3 different 5 speeds, which they do have different rear end ratios. I wish the background was different. It's hard to read what the stats are actually on it. Interior, we just have the one. Super simple there. We got a couple different paints. We got dark red metallic, graphite black, custom color, custom metallic, which the flakes kind of blown out. We have amber glory metallic, grand citrine, and then we have some interesting paint jobs here. So we have aqua serenity, which is a metallic color, but the metallic actually affects this design it's got going on. You can see it on the bed. And something that you should note is if you have the extended cab, whatever design you're running won't go on the cab. I think it's a template issue, because if I switch it, you'll notice that the pattern is now on the cab all the way up to the front. So just note that, and there's an example at the bottom that'll be even better. We have carbon olive, digitized reality, high-tech fascination, northern blues, sage brush, scales of might, smoke source, Bocalicious, chain of command, craftsman classic, emerald jungle, go wild, hidden message, liquefied dreams, play season, rustic charms, square root, zebra pitch, this vintage red, which actually looks cleaned up since the last time I was on. And then this vintage red. So yes, it's blurry, but the main thing to take away here is obviously dodge is good. But if we change it to the extended cab, the D is now stretched. So it's like it's not compensating for the extra bit of cab space. There is also like weird texturing here on the hood. And, you know, it's kind of weird. It's like set up like a metallic, but it's not. So, yeah, I don't know. Probably just wouldn't use this skin. On to what a lot of people probably want to see, the accessories. I think I'm going to do the differences up front just so we could kind of see those. With the extended cab, you get this window. So this actually changes the side window. We have closed with a black tint, green, purple, red, white, and then it'll actually open. You see it actually opened up in the same tint colors. So that's one differentiation between the extended and the regular cab. Back here, if you have the trailer hitch chassis, there is actually a node to put this big trailer hitch down there. I wasn't aware of that before, so I'm glad that I see it now. And then with the single cab, you have these grab handles in painted chrome or aluminum. So those are the main differences there between the extended cab and the regular cab. So on to the rest of the stuff. We have a front banner, which is not anywhere near the bumper. It doesn't matter if you change it to the custom bumper I'm about to show you. It's still not lined up at all, so not the best there. For the bumper itself, we do get some light options. We have a blue LED, a round blue beacon, like a blue penny light, green penny light, orange penny light, purple penny lights, red and white. We got the Dodge Ram orange light, red and white. We have a green light, an orange light, the orange beacon, a purple light, red beacon, side orange marker, and a white. For the bumper itself, we have it in different styles, which personally I don't see a difference between the aluminum and chrome. So not sure what's up there, but we have, as you see right there, it does kind of switch to aluminum. We have it in different styles. We got the 2, 3, and 4. Big grill guard, fog lights. We have the same options in chrome, and then the same options in paint as well. And then we have a dark aluminum and a dark chrome, which kind of looks black, might be chromy. So those are your options for bumpers, and just to show you, even big bad bumper, the banner's still not lined up. For our grill, you do get some nodes in the grill for strobes. You could do the aluminum shroud with the black grill, chrome shroud with the black grill, full chrome or full color. You could also take away the front clip, which I don't know why you'd want to do that. Unless maybe you're role playing that you bought a junk truck, you're fixing it up. We do have different headlights. So we got the 2 halogens. The vertical positions changed, and this one seems like it has a bit of a yellow tint. We have some nice LEDs. And we also have these 4th headlights, which is just like a galvanized pattern box. No bulb, but when you turn it on, it shows a bulb. So I don't know what's up with that. For the front fender, we could do aluminum, chrome, color, or stock, which is like the black plastic. A lot of these nodes too are interior stuff, which again, I know nothing about modding. I'm just a consumer, but I would like it if, interior nodes only showed up when you're on the interior selection. I know it's possible. I just don't know the work that's required for it. You can put an antenna here on the hood. We could also do front mud flaps. They're just plain black on the back. There is a 250 or a 350 logo, but they're both Cummins turbo diesels. Here you could put a side step on. So you got the aluminum bar, aluminum full. You got that in chrome as well, and then a color bar. Now for wheels, there are two options. So you got the rim and the rim in aluminum, but you also have this rim. Now you'll notice there's a bit of a gap. Just change the tire. You got these big old mud boggers. I mean, looks sweet. And you could put them on the back too, which I'll show you. And it's probably, more so for the single bed configuration, but I think they look sweet. No hubs or anything like that, nothing crazy. For your mirrors, you have a note on the back. You got them in aluminum in 2 styles, chrome in 2 styles, and color in 2 styles. Now there is this node here, kind of up front for side flares. I don't see any side flares. I don't see it changing anything. So I don't really know what that does. It may not do anything, honestly. You can change the cab lights up here. So you got blue, green, orange, purple, red, and white. And you can get rid of them all together. You also have 3 sun visor options: aluminum, chrome, and paint. Here you got your door handles, aluminum, chrome, and paint. For the back glass, you could tint that as well. There is a toolbox option, which comes with 2 CB antennas, which if you have the 5th wheel hitch, I would recommend not having that because, as you can see, there are air lines coming out of your bed. You can't change the trailer cables once you select the 5th wheel. It's in there, obviously, in the chassis menu. If you don't want it, select a different chassis. Here for the bed, we have fenders. There's a note on the front and the back. And you got aluminum too, so obviously this would be for the single axle or single rear wheel. Carbon fiber, chrome, and a color. And while we have that, I'll show you the wheel setup. So back here you actually got a couple different tires. Oh boy. Sorry, you got, let's see here. You got some different rims. So you got aluminum, and you got the chrome, and then you got some different single wheels. So with these single wheels, you'll put the single Dodge on. And then if you want the big boy wheels, obviously you would put the same wheels that were on the front on. And yes, they are poking out a bit. And yes, they are floating off the axle. So in the chassis, you'll select single rear wheel and it'll scoot them in and it'll look a lot cleaner. You also have rear mud flaps. You have the stock or the single wheel stock. I wish the names would change, because I just read it and I'm like, oh, dang, that's supposed to be called something else. We also have our rear bumper, 3 options: aluminum, chrome, and color. And I do wish the nodes would show up when you're in the back, so you don't got to keep going back and forth. Different frames, different little trims for the lights: aluminum, chrome, color and just the stock black. We also have different taillights, just the regular stock ones. We got them tinted out, which the light does still show through, and we have clear options as well. And last but not least, over here we got different exhausts. So we have an aluminum exhaust, aluminum with the smoke burnt tip, chrome, and then you have a rusted one that goes all the way up to the front. So that is all of the accessories on this bad boy. I'm gonna go switch to the flatbed and see what that has to offer. All right, so here with the flatbed on, we have different cargo types. Looks like, I don't know, some roof shingles and 2 hay bales. We also have 2 fenders. Looks like paint matched and just black. Exhaust options. Trailer cables at the back there. Which, once you have the flatbed, you can't have this gooseneck hitch. Like, the chassis options are just for the back hookups here. Right here you have the flatbed node, so you could do, looks like a metal flatbed or a wood one. And that looks like all the options for this thing. So your taillights are going to be the same and all that good stuff, which I'll probably just do this as the up close and personal for this. Like, this doesn't look bad. Like, the wood's decent. The lights are decent. I think it looks good with the flatbed on the back. So let's take a look at those interior accessories. So in here you got one steering wheel, as you may suspect. We also have, let's see, different backlights for your gauges, so you could kind of see right there the hue. We got blue, green, red, and yellow. We have a bunch of different wood inlays. We got this JE or GLO LED. I'm pretty sure it's this little LED that I'll show you in the up close and personal that just shines down. We have different dash colors: black, brown, gray, pink, white, and yellow, which white is yellow and yellow might be white. Those might be switched. We can put in a GPS there. We have different sun visors: black, brown, gray, pink, white, and yellow. Again, it's can kind of be annoying selecting all these outside stuff from the inside. Our door, we got black, brown, gray, pink, white, and yellow. Our little door inlay here, we got black fabric, black leather, black plastic, brown fabric, leather, plastic, gray, red, which no red plastic. You actually get red velvet as an option. White, and then yellow also has velvet. Oh, it's got plastic there too. Down here we got different flooring. As you can see, these are both fabric, but one looks a bit more like shag carpet. Brown, red, white, you could change the seat color here. Even got that snake pattern seat. And then you have an interior light, white and orange. And we'll see if he fixed it, but before, this light didn't shine down, and it came on when you turn the ignition on. So it'd just be like, if you look back, like it'd just be this bright light for no reason. So um, just something to note there. And then we have our roof, which does the back as well. Black, brown, gray, pink, white, and yellow. So those are all of our options for the interior. Let's do an up close and personal. I'll hook a trailer up and we'll see how that looks as well. Alright guys, so here we are outside for our up close and personal. First thing is, like, depending on the angle, you could get these weird lines in your paint. Pretty sure I haven't seen that on other trucks. Up front, we got our tough bumper. It's got a winch, fog lights. The plate that automatically gets put on your truck does appear behind this bumper, which doesn't look great in my opinion. Even clips to the top. The detail on those top halogen lights are pretty dang good. I mean, looks legit. And then the blinkers are like, not as much. We got a radiator in there. Got our front lights. Tires are super nice. They're actually 3D. It's not just a 2D texture. You can see through those treads. Underneath, we got our solid axle up front. It does bother me that the axles don't line up with the center of the wheels. I feel like that'd be kind of an easy fix. But we do have our leaf springs, our sway bar, shocks, got brake pads, calipers, chromey discs. I don't think those will actually stop you. And then we also have our Bluetooth drive shaft installed. Our exhaust does come up here. Secondary Bluetooth drive shaft to the rear. As you see, these axles don't line up at all either. Which, again, I know you're not under there. You're probably out here. And it looks pretty good from out here. Got our tail lights. Ooh, some texture shoe right there. Got our Mopar Pentastar windows official. If you do have the extended cab, the back of your seat will be invisible. Pretty good interior. This is pretty much how we have it set up. The needles are missing. This is that Joe LED that I was telling you guys about. I'm pretty sure that's what that option's for. But, I mean, really good detail in here, as you can see. Even the textures on the dashboard and the door and seat all look great. Obviously, not everything transfers over to the third-person camera, like the wheel or the gauge needles themselves. But there's that backlit, that blue backlit gauge. Got our wipers. They do work, but as you can see, they don't necessarily twist correctly. Which, small detail, probably wouldn't even notice if I hadn't pointed it out. Sorry for pointing it out. Our nice mirrors. Got our cab lights. And yeah, not much else. It is a small vehicle compared to what we normally do. And then back here, we got our trailer hooked up, which, not even on the ball. Which these trailers came in the last update, so they may have, I don't want to say whether they were or weren't, but it may have kind of just been thrown together to get a trailer behind the truck. We actually do have texturing on the frame rails. Oof. And then, as you can see, definitely European lights there. So, not much else with the trail. Oh, it's not. Oh, I thought this was on air. Spare wheel. We have safety chocks. And it is kind of looks a little high for this trailer. And I will say I did take it out because this actually came with trailers now. You can technically use Ruta's trailers. I hooked the flatbed up to it, but it was at a disgusting angle. Definitely not meant for it by any means, but in theory it did technically hook up. So I think let's do a quick test drive. And just to double check here, I'm pretty sure I have my settings maxed out on stability. Yes, so truck stability, cabin stiffness, suspension stiffness, all that is completely maxed out, as stiff as possible. Because I remember last time, I think it was a bit, not wobbly, it just felt kind of soft. So I'm gonna get my wheel hooked up and then we'll take it for a ride. We also do have animated switches on the driver's side, but not on the passenger side. Wheel does work, blinker stock works, and then our pedals work as well. Brake and accelerator, which is tied to the RPM. So. And that's me flooring it too, so I feel like the acceleration on it is kind of slow. And there is an engine brake on this too, which is nice. Wait a second. The needle is behind the odometer. Ha! Just noticed that. So it definitely feels a little better than it used to, but right there, like, that's not me moving the wheel. Like, it doesn't necessarily want to stay straight. Like, if you just give it a little influence to one side or the other, it wants to just take it. The antenna does have physics outside, as you can see. And to downshift, I'm shifting manually. To downshift, like, I just feel like it doesn't rev up as fast as it needs to make the shift. So when I downshift, I'm gonna floor it. You can try and hear it. So I feel like it's a little slow in that aspect. I straight up just ran out of fuel. Ha! Well, fine. Fair enough. Good time to end the test run, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. The steering, it's pretty heavy on this truck, I feel like, but... Oh, yeah, that's another thing. The sounds... are still the big truck sounds, so it actually sounds like an air brake. And I think he's going to add a custom horn to it later, because still SCS horns, but he did make that a disclaimer of the horns. But that kind of takes away from it for me. But let's do a look at the job market with the trailer, and we can see after that some look at lighting. So as you may expect, there's nothing in the freight market, but we actually do have some stuff here in the cargo market. We got IBC containers, some silica, some sawdust panels, which all look proper as far as weight goes, you know. I got some batteries. So I guess we should pick something up and then just to see kind of what it's looking like. I'm curious as to how they do gypsum, so I'll go pick that up and then I'll show you guys what that looks like. Alright, so as you can see, cargo has been loaded. Gypsum doesn't show up. So, not the best first look. I'm going to see if something more solid does, like pallets of wood or something. I'm going to go see if that shows up. Alright, so I just tried to get some almond boxes, and those didn't show up either, so... I don't know. I mean, I guess that's why they gave you the option to put the little machines or whatever on the back, so you could roll around with some. Like I said, it's probably more for RP than it is for actually hauling anything at this point in time, unfortunately. But I really thought almond boxes, you know, just throw some boxes on there, but I guess not. So let's move over to a look at lighting. So here we are inside. I'm going to go ahead and cycle the ignition, and you'll see that that light comes right on. And it doesn't actually shine down. So We then have our backlit gauges. Up here I did throw some beacons on. They are flaring on the ground. Sorry, I didn't choose the darkest spot out. We also have our turn signals, which are looking for us to do flare. You can see it on the bumper and on the front. We also have it on the back. Trailer as well. Brake lights, which I guess since we're back here at the trailer. And then, let's see, those flare. Brake lights flare. Reverse lights. Very bright. But the trailer has some too. Those flare, as they should. I don't think this one does. Figure it out. And then we have our running lights, which do have flares. Those have flares. Sorry, it's hard to see. I did kind of screw up doing it here. Got our bed lights. Have these lights, which I'm sure they do flare because those ones do, but probably just not bright enough. Cab lights. Flare for show, for show. These are the LEDs, which is just one big bulb even though there's multiple, and that's how those look. And then these are actually not our headlights, those are running lights, and those are our headlights. Which those brights are crazy far. Oh yeah, and the fog lights do kick on with the high beams. So not much, obviously. Again, smaller truck, not much to see with the look at lighting. There's that obnoxiously bright interior light that doesn't shine down. The blue light backlit gauges. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Appreciate y'all being patient with me while I was on vacation, and we'll try and get something good for you next week. Make sure you keep those wheels turning. Y'all have a good week.